motherfucker didn't even start when I did it. Okay, hold on. There you go. There you go.
It's for a grade.
Got him. All right.
What is safe sex? Oftentimes, when we hear the term safe and sex together in a sentence, it brings us back to middle school, when nobody wanted to admit to anyone else that they were sexually active. As we got older and we learned more about sex, we grew to know that it was a part of who we were as people. We learned over the years and through our own experience that the safest form of sex was simply to just not have it, also known as abstinence. We all care about protecting ourselves and our loved ones, especially when it comes to sex. There are many different ways to practice safe sex. The most commonly believed item in practicing safe sex is male condoms. Another way to practice safe sex is for a woman to get on birth control. The most common form of birth control, the pill. Another way is yearly checkups. Women mainly know more about yearly checkups because they were most likely taught around their first menstrual cycle. Male condoms are most likely used because of the fact that they're one of the first things we learn about when practicing safe sex. Because of that fact, we may have called them many other things besides condoms. Some of us may have called them Mr. Happy Hats, rubbers, maybe even some of us called them love gloves. No matter what we called them, we all know their importance and the role that they played in safe sex. Other barriers that we've learned about through the years have taught us that they protect against sexually transmitted disease and sexually transmitted infections, or STDs and STIs. Other barriers that we've learned about, dental dams and female condoms. In learning more about condoms, we've learned that there are three types of condoms: latex, lambskin, and polyurethane. While other barriers are effective, they do not protect against STDs and STIs like latex condoms do. HIV and other STDs and STIs are mainly spread through the bodily fluids. If you decide to have sex, talk to your partner about sex. Actually, talk about sex in depth with your partner. And not so much on the dirty talk, unless that's your sort of thing. But seriously, talk about different items when you're talking about safe sex. Talk about testing, talk about going to get tested together, condoms, birth control. And practice monogamy. If you're in a serious relationship and you may find Billy Bob, Tom, Becky, Sally Sue, and Billie Jean attractive, that doesn't mean that you have to go out and sleep with them. Most people think that having safe sex means just wearing condoms. But that's not always true, because condoms can break, resulting in unwanted pregnancies and unplanned pregnancies. Today, more and more young girls are getting pregnant because of condom breakages and the fact that they might not tell their partner to use one. With birth control, a lot of people feel like, oh, you can have all the sex you want to and not get pregnant. And that's partially true. Birth control comes in many different forms. Comes in pills, which you take around the same time every day. The shot, which you go to the doctor. It works for 2 months to 3 years. And birth control releases two hormones, progesterone and estrogen, by stopping the release of eggs and rejecting sperm. And also, there are cervical caps, which is a different type of birth control. It fits inside the uterus with spermicide on it, and you'd go to the doctor to place that in. Usually, getting a new one every year. It's common knowledge to go get checked every year. We all want to protect ourselves, and especially our loved ones. So don't let something so in the moment affect you and your loved ones now and possibly in the future.